Can you hear me, Luke? Oh, there you are.
Okay, what?
Can you hear me?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cha-Ching Sports Pits. Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
All right.
So this is a new YouTube page that Jay and I are starting, and tomorrow it'll be up on the Cha-Ching Sports Picks page. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with some sports picks here today, right, buddy?
That's right, man. How you doing?
Let's say, can you hear me? All
Yes,
right,
I can
cool.
hear
I'm
you.
doing good.
There's a delay,
So,
Luke, I think.
okay, cool. I guess we'll start off NBA and the Oklahoma Suns. Oklahoma City is 43-26. Phoenix is 30-39. Game is at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The Phoenix Suns are the biggest surprise in the bubble right now, guys. Going 5-0 into the bubble. 3 out of their last 5, and both teams score a lot and give up a lot of points. The spread in this game is the Suns -5. The Suns are on a big-time roll in this one. Injuries for the Suns seem to be a Kobo. Day-to-day, Aaron Baines is out and Kelly Oubre is out. And OKC, Schroeder, Roberson, Noel, Adams are all day-to-day. So if Adams is out, look for DeAndre Ayton to dominate and have a big game in this one. With all that being said, I think the Suns are hot right now. I think they're due to lose sooner or later. I think this is going to be a close game. I am going to take OKC +5, and I also like the over in this game as both teams seem to score a lot and give up a lot of points. I'm going to take OKC +5 and over 224. Say, you're up, buddy. What do you think about this game?
All right. Is that your lock of the day, or are you just doing a?
No, just doing picks right now. We'll do those at the end.
Okay, cool. Let's go over this game then. Yes, the Phoenix Suns against the Oklahoma City Thunder. You know what? I kind of agree with you. I actually think Phoenix Suns are 5-0 in the bubble, and they're playing really well right now. But I think they're also due for a loss. But I actually think Phoenix can win this game. But I think it's going to be a close game. And I checked the spread this morning. It was -7, so I think it moved a little, Luke. So now that it's -7, especially, I am going to take Oklahoma. Yeah, that's what I checked this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Oklahoma City as well, +7. I actually think Oklahoma City has a great chance of winning this game, but it's going to be a very competitive game. As far as the over-under, you said it was 224, I believe.
Spread is +7. I do like Oklahoma.
Yeah. And the over-under is 224. I did not check that. That's what you said. I think it's going to go over as well. All these games in the NBA have been pretty high scoring. Okay. All these games in the NBA have been pretty high scoring. I will definitely take the 224 and above. So I will take the over 224 and take Oklahoma City +7. I agree with you on this.
Yeah, seeing the bubble, the rims have been soft. A lot of high-scoring games.
Yep.
A lot of games in triple digits on both sides. All right, so there you go. We both take OKC plus the points and over 224. So our next game we're looking at is the Dallas Mavericks and the Utah Jazz at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I have Jazz as 7.5-point favorites in this. The over/under at 223. Dallas coming in at 42-30. Utah coming in at 43-27. Both teams have clinched playoff spots. So today's going to be about getting playoff ready, I think. Dallas has lost 3 out of the last 5. Jazz lost 4 of the last 5. This is a pretty evenly matched game. The injuries in this one, we have Seth Curry out for the Mavericks. And making news, this just came through about a half hour ago. Also sitting out for the Mavericks is Doncic, Porzingis, and Finney-Smith. So that is huge.
Wow.
The Mavericks come in this game with almost no starters. And for Phoenix, Donovan Mitchell is day-to-day, so we'll see if he plays. But with that news, of the Dallas starters being out, I can also see Dallas pulling their starters at half because the Jazz may have a huge lead in this one. So playing it safe, I'm going to go Utah money line. I'm taking Utah money line in this one. And the over, I might have to shoot towards the under on this one, which is 223, just because there's not going to be very many starters playing in this game for Dallas. And I believe Utah pulls their starters at half. So I'm going to go Utah money line in this one with all the Dallas starters out of the game today. Jose, buddy.
All right, Dallas against the Utah Jazz. You're right. This is going to be, well, a competitive game. But with all those starters now that you just updated me on, that's a little worrisome now. I got 7.5 as a spread. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 7.5.
Okay, 7.5.
Over under 223.
Okay, and I just saw 222.5, 223, no difference. 7.5 is a spread for the Utah Jazz. I am not going to touch the money line. I am too scared to touch this money line just because of all those starters being out. I actually think it can go either way, and I agree. I think they may pull their starters. That is the Utah Jazz. So I am not going to touch the money line. However, the 7.5, I am actually going to take Dallas Mavericks plus 7.5. So I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, just because I think this game could go either way. I do agree. I think starters will be pulled in the second half by the Utah Jazz. So I'm going to take Dallas plus 7.5. The 222.5, I'm going to go over once again. I think 222.5, like I said, all these games have been high scoring. Let's just hope they don't throw a clunker when all these subs go in and start bricking like crazy. Then I'm obviously toast. But I'm going to say 222.5. I'm going to go on the over.
That's my fear. That's my fear.
I know, but I'm going to stick true to my word and take 225 over. Take plus 7.5 for the Dallas Mavericks. If I had to choose on the money line, since you chose the money line, I will take the Utah Jazz on the money line in a close game.
The only reason I take the Jazz on the money line is because I think the Jazz are going to be up time at half, up big, 25 points. Dallas can claw their way back in. But you never know with both teams. If both teams have their scrubs in the second half.
I agree with you, Luke. I think it's going to be. I think I agree with you. I think it's going to be a big enough lead for the Utah Jazz where they're going to be able to hold on. I do agree with that. I don't know about 25, but I do see like a 10, 14 point lead where it's good enough and it'll stick. About 5-point game.
Right. All right, there you go. So I got Utah money line at under 223. Jose has Dallas plus 7.5 and over 223. On to our next NBA game is going to be the Toronto Raptors against the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors coming in at 15-19, Bucks coming in at 15. Game is at 4:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I have the spread as Milwaukee minus 6.5, over under of 227.5. Guys, this is a battle of number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2 in the conference. And the Raptors are looking for their first win this year versus the Bucks. Injuries, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo is listed as day-to-day. I think he's going to play. Giannis leads the team in rebounds and assists. If he doesn't play, I see Toronto winning this game. Toronto's won 4 out of their last 5. Bucks have lost 3 out of their last 5. I'd say Giannis plays. But I think the spread is 2 in this game at 6.5. So I am going to take plus 6.5. Toronto's on a roll right now. These teams are evenly matched. I think 6.5 points is too big of a spread in this game. I'm going to take Toronto plus 6.5. Over-under is 227.5. That's a tough one. I'm staying away from that over-under at 227.5. So I take the Raptors plus 6.5. Jose, what do you think, buddy?
Well, this right here is the game of the day for sure. These are two powerhouses going at it, first in their divisions. I like both of these squads right now. They're playing very well. Giannis doesn't play, I agree. The Raptors' chances shoot up dramatically. Wow, this is a good game. This is a very good game. I think Giannis plays. I agree with you. I don't see how he doesn't play in this clash of the Titans. It's a -6.5. I just checked it. The spread, it did drop a half point to -6. It's about the same. I'm going to stick here with the -6. -6, the Bucks are favored. Wow. Okay. I am going to go with the Toronto Raptors +6. I think it's going to be a competitive game throughout. This is going to be a damn good game. I'll take the Raptors +6. This is going to be a very high scoring game, I believe. But I will stay away from the over under on the points. That's what I'm going to stick with. As far as you said, the money line, is that what we're doing? Or is it just a spread here on this one?
I took Toronto +6.
Okay, I'll take Toronto +6. Definitely.
I think 6 points is too much in this game. I see this being a 2 or 3 point game, to be honest.
Okay, I'll definitely take Toronto +6. But if Giannis doesn't play, that even rises Toronto's chances even more. But I'll take Toronto +6. I'll stay away from the 228, the over/under on the points. That's too high for me.
Right.
It always scares me. 114 apiece. I'll stay away from it. So that's my pick. For money line, however, if you wanted to know my money line, if Giannis,
and be honest, as far as
if Giannis plays on the money line, I would take the Milwaukee Bucks. If he doesn't play, I'd go with Toronto.
Right. I agree. I agree 100%. I just think 6 points is too much of a spread in that game. I think Giannis plays because whoever wins this game is going to be in sole possession of first place in the Eastern Conference. So I think Giannis plays. So there you go. We're both taking the Toronto Raptors +6 and staying away from the over/under. All right, going on to, and we're just doing all the NBA games because there's only 5 of them. We're not going to do all baseball games like that. That'll just take way too much. When it comes to baseball, I'll go through the 2 games I like, and Say will go through the games he likes. So on to the next basketball game. With that being said, we have the Indiana Pacers at 43-27 against the Miami Heat, also at 43-27. Game is at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Spread that I have is -3.5. Over under of 220. These teams Eastern Conference, so this is another big game for both teams. Indiana, T. Warren is day-to-day. Miami, Butler day-to-day. And Dragic day-to-day. I think all 3 of those players play. I can't see him not playing this game. Heat coming off losses to Phoenix and Milwaukee and losing 3 out of their last 5. Pacers coming off a big win versus the Lakers and winning 4 out of their last 5. Like I said, Indiana's won 4 of their last 5. Heat their last 5. I like the spread about right. So I am taking Miami. And -3.5. I don't know if they cover the spread. I'm taking Miami money line. Game is going to be about 114, 110, I think. And as far as the over/under, what was the over/under on this? Over/under on this game was, say, 220.5. I think that's low. I'll take the over. So I got Miami money line and over 220. Say, who do you got in this one, buddy?
This is another good game, man. Let's see, money line. So we got money line here. Money line is going to be the Heat. Okay, this is a really good game too. The Pacers have been playing very well. T.J. Warren, he has been on fire. You see me, Luke? Okay. Yeah, T.J. Warren, he has been on fire. So the Pacers is plus. Okay, the Pacers are +4 in this game. Man, this is a tough one for me. Every time I get a bet on Miami, they lose. For me, they are not a good spot for me. So I am going to take the Pacers +4. I think it's going to be competitive. I think it stays close. I like T.J. Warren to have a huge game for the Indiana Pacers. He has been on fire lately. The over/under is 221 points. I'm going to go over on this as well, 221. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think both guards for Miami and for the Indiana Pacers are going to score a lot of points. On the money line, I'll take the Indiana Pacers. I think they're playing very well. I think it stays competitive. I can see Miami winning a close game too, but I'm going to stick with the Indiana Pacers in a very close, competitive game. I like what Indiana did to the Lakers. They're kind of a depleted Lakers team because they kind of played without some starters and decided to pull some out. But I still think this Indiana can pull off a very close game, 2 3-point game.
Right. All right, there you go. So we disagree on this one. Jose's taken Indiana +4 and the over. We both agree on the over of 220.5. And I am taking the Miami Heat money line. I agree, though. I think it's going to be a close game. All right. To our last game of the evening in the NBA, we have the Denver Nuggets against the Los Angeles Lakers. Denver coming in at 46-24. Lakers coming in at 51-18. I have the Lakers as a favorite in this, the over-under of 221. The Lakers, clinching the top Western Conference, the Lake Show has lost their last 3 games and 4 of their last 5. Denver has won 3 of their last 5. Again, the spread in this one is 5.5 favor the Lakers, over under 221. I do not see the Lakers coming out and losing this game. Denver's a great team. Denver is tough, and they will play the Lakers tough. But in this one, I am going to take the Los Angeles Lakers -5.5. I do not see LeBron and Anthony Davis letting their team down and losing another game. Granted, they have clinched first place, but I just over under of 221. Lakers can put up points. They don't play very good D. The Lakers are one of the hardest teams to judge in the NBA, in my opinion. I'm going to go on the over under of Lakers -5 and over 21 for me. Jose, who do you got, buddy?
All right, and this one, the LA Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, the Denver Nuggets are a good team. I agree. If I saw it right, I think the LA Lakers have lost 4 out of their last 5, maybe 5 out of their last 6. They're just not playing good ball right now, but at the same time, they've already clinched the #1 spot in the Western Division,
right,
or in their division. So they probably don't care much. So you would think that Denver should just come out and probably win this game. I actually agree with you. I'm all over the Lakers in this game. I think the Lakers win this game. I would take the money line on the Lakers. I feel really good about that. I also would take the Lakers on the -5-point spread. I just agree. They've lost 4 of the last 5 or 5 of the last 6. Can't remember the stats. But with that being said, I think they come out and play strong. I think LeBron and them are going to play. And whether it's for a half game or whatever, they're just going to come out and play strong. They don't want to keep losing like this. So I'll take the Lakers -5. I will take them on the money line as well. And I believe you said the over-under was 221. I am going to go over, and I believe that
correct.
makes all my picks over. I will take the over 221. I see it as a decently high-scoring game. Although I'm not going to lie, this game does kind of worry me. Denver sometimes can play a slower-paced game, and will try to slow it down. But I still think there's enough there to have a 221 total points or over. I'll take the Lakers -5. Take the Lakers on the money line, and I'll take the over. I'm all over on the Lakers in this one.
There you guys go. We both agree with everything on that one. The Lakers -5 over 221, and we both would take Lakers on the money line as well. All right, so that does. We'll move on to the MLB.
Hey, Luke, real quick,
I picked out 3 or 4 games for the MLB. I don't know about you.
Was that all 5 games for the NBA?
Yes.
That was okay. I don't know why I have 4.
I believe so. Did I skip one? Did I skip one?
You're right. No, you're right.
Let's see. We did Toronto, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to go ahead and do MLB first? The MLB games that you like most, just go ahead and do them all, and I'll do my MLB games that I like most.
Okay, we're gonna do a couple of them.
However many you want. I think I picked 3, but however many you feel comfortable with, whichever ones you like the most. I picked 3.
All right. Okay, let's do some Major League Baseball. All right, and right now Major League Baseball might be the way to go on betting as far as they got the most games available right now. Major League Baseball. Let's go to San Diego. The San Diego Padres against the LA Dodgers. This is a very interesting game. I think San Diego Padres are playing very well this year. their lineup has drastically improved. Fernando Tatis Jr. is playing very well, and that young player is electric for the San Diego Padres. The LA Dodgers are an interesting team. They're supposed to be good, which they are. They still have a decent record there, but they've been kind of topsy-turvy for me. They got a rookie pitcher going for the LA Dodgers. May, forgot his first name, forgive me. But he is 1-0, and he's a good pitcher. And San Diego, Dustin May, yes, a rookie this year, good pitcher. And San Diego's got a decent pitcher going. The spread on this, well, everything's 1.5, minus or plus in baseball. We all should know that. The Dodgers are favored minus 1.5. I will take the San Diego Padres plus 1.5. I'm not saying the Dodgers will not win, but I see that being about a one-run game either way. I see the pitchers being okay. I don't see much hitting either way. There could be, it could be 9-8, 8-7, but I will take San Diego to cover the minus 1.5 on that game. And that's what I will take for this one.
Cool. Do you have any other MLB games? Go ahead, call your MLB game. I'll mine. Yeah, and then I'll mine after you.
Okay. Okay, another game I like is the Chicago White Sox against the Detroit Tigers. The Chicago White Sox got Dallas Keuchel, I believe is his name, going as a starting pitcher. He's a good pitcher. He's 2-0. His ERA in the early season is really good. Detroit has been, I think overachieving a little, actually. They've been playing all right as well. I think the White Sox have been playing a little underachieving, although their record is okay. It's about 500. I love Chicago in this game, the White Sox. They are the favorites, minus 1.5. I like this as my lock of the day, honestly. I will take the Chicago White Sox over the Detroit Tigers to cover the 1.5 spread, and I think they win by about 2 or 3 runs. Another game I have in baseball is the Milwaukee Brewers, and I forget who they're playing. Oh, man. They are the underdog in this game, Milwaukee, and I forget who they are playing. Oh, man.
Cincinnati, maybe?
But the Minnesota
Are they
Twins.
playing Cincinnati?
It's the Minnesota Twins. I just remembered right off the top of my head. So it's Milwaukee against the Minnesota Twins. It's a pretty decent pitching match as well. I think Milwaukee and Christian Yelich are going to cover this, possibly win. Be a close game. I like the plus 1.5 for the Milwaukee Brewers in this game. Minnesota has actually been playing pretty well. I don't think that lasted off the season. I think Minnesota fades a little bit. Give me Milwaukee plus 1.5. And that's about all I got for now in baseball, Luke. I'll throw it back over to you.
All right, sounds good. And just so you guys know, the pitchers in the Minnesota-Milwaukee game are Randy Dobnak against Adrian Hauser. All right, so there you go. Jose has Padres plus 1.5.
That's right.
White Sox minus 1.5, and Brew Crew plus 1.5. That means we're on to me, and you guys might be surprised here. We're on the same lines here. The first game I have and that I like today is the Chicago White Sox against the Detroit Tigers. Keuchel coming in at 2-1 and 2.55 ERA against Ulmer at 0-0 and a 13.50 ERA. He had a terrible first couple games. White Sox, like Jose said, are a 1.5-point favorite. If you take line, it's minus 1-1. The over-under in this game is not. I am going to 100% with Jose here. I like the White Sox a lot in this game. I am also taking the Chicago White Sox plus 1.5. I think they win this game by about 4. As far as the over-under, that's a tough one. 9, it's going to be close. It's going to be close to 9. If I had to choose, I think I would choose the over on the 9. So I'd take the Lux plus 1.5, and I'd probably stay away from the over-under. And moving on to the game, I also like the San Diego Padres against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Richards going for the Padres at 0-1 with a 4.60 ERA. Thus May, the Dodgers at 1-0 with a 2.63 ERA. Dodgers favored by 1.5. Money line is minus 154. Over under in this one is 8.5. I am going to go with the San Diego Padres plus 1.5. I think both these teams come out strong offensively. Is going to put up some runs. Rookie pitcher, he's a great pitcher. needs to have some experience. I see the Padres coming out and putting up some of the runs. The Dodgers fighting back. So I'm going to take the Padres plus 1.5, and I like the over 1.5 a lot this game. I think there will be about 12 runs scored in this game. So I'm taking San Diego Padres plus 1.5 and the over of 8.5 in that one. And then my third game for the day that I really like is the Oakland Athletics against Los Angeles Angels. You got Manea going for the Athletics and Teheran going for the Angels. Teheran coming in at 0-1, 6.75 ERA. Manea 0-2, 8.03 ERA. Oakland is favored in this game by 1.5. Money line is -124. Over under is 9. In this one, I am taking the Los Angeles Angels on the money line, and I am also taking the over in this game at 9.5. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game with those two pitchers that have high ERAs. So I'm going with the upset in that one. I'm taking Los Angeles Angels money line. All right, so that does it for the MLB. As you guys see, we agreed on 2 of the 3 games there. That was pretty neat, considering we don't talk to each other before this. Jose, you're disconnected. Where'd you go? Here, let me add Jose back in. He was leaving here on me for some reason. I don't know why. I see him. He's back now. So let me add him back.
There we go.
All right, buddy. There you go.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right, cool. So now we will move on to, what do we want to do now? 3-team parlay. You have a 3-team parlay, Jose? You like?
I do have a 3-team parlay. Oh, yeah, I do.
You know what? Just go ahead and do your dog, because there's no NHL games today, guys. Normally we pick an NHL game or 2, but there are no games today. So go ahead and pick your lock of the day, your dog of the day, your over-unders for the day, and your 3-team parlay.
All right, let's do that. Let's start with the lock of the day. The lock of the day for me, I am going to take the Chicago White Sox over the Detroit Tigers. I think the Chicago White Sox, Luis Robert, and them, they're a very good team. And I just think, I can't believe they're the underdog in this game. I actually think they're going to win this game, and like you said, by 3 or 4 runs. I think Chicago is going to start hitting their stride, and they're going to win this game. So I believe Chicago White Sox -1.5. I'm sorry, I said underdog. They're not the underdog. They're the favorite. -1.5. I will take them to cover that spread at -1.5 and win by about 3 or 4 runs. The dog of the day. My dog of the day, maybe a little surprising, but I'm going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder. I know Phoenix is on a roll. They've won all 5 games in the bubble in Florida. I think Oklahoma is a very good team as well. Yes, this game can go either way, but if I would take the points and take Oklahoma City if you're a betting man. You want to win a little more money and try to see. I think Oklahoma City has a very good chance of winning this game. So I'll take Oklahoma City on my dog of the day. The over/under, this one was tough for me. For the over/under, I am going to take the LA Lakers and the Indiana Pacers. I'm going to take the over 221. I think this is going to be over 100, over 110, 115 points, pretty much both ways. I see about 230 points total in this game, a little more than the 221. I will stick with that. I don't really like that, but I had difficulty with the over/under. I will take the over on the LA Lakers versus the Indiana Pacers, 221. For a 3-team parlay, I'm going to take, Chicago White Sox. As you see, I'm all over them. I'm going to take the -1.5 for the Chicago White Sox over the Tigers. Like I said, I think they're going to play very well, and they are playing well, so I'll take them. I will take I will take the LA Lakers -5 to cover that spread in that game. I think they don't lose again here. Well, today anyway, not 6 out of 7 or 5 out of 6. The -5, I like the Lakers on that one to win by about 8 to 10 points. That's two teams. On a third team, I am going to take the San Diego Padres +1.5. This is going to be a close game, very close game. But I see them covering the 1.5, losing by a run if they do lose, possibly 2. But I see this game being close. I think San Diego can win this game. Fernando Tatis Jr. might hit a home run. This is going to be a close game, but I'll take San Diego to cover that +1.5. So I got San Diego +1.5, the Padres. I got the LA Lakers -5, and I got the Chicago White Sox -1.5 on my 3-team parlay. What you got, Luke?
There you go. There is Jose's pick. He likes lock of the day, White Sox -1.5. Dog of the day, OKC +5. Over under LA Lakers game over 221. And the parlay is White Sox, Lakers, and Padres. All right, so on to me. Let's see. So for my dog of the day, as I said before, I am taking the Los Angeles Angels. I am taking the Los Angeles Angels, and I'm not even taking the points on this game. I think the Angels will win this one outright. So I'm taking the Los Angeles Angels money line as my dog of the day. For my lock of the day, I don't know why, but I really love the Toronto Raptors in this matchup. I think 6.5 points is too much to give in this game. Two evenly matched teams. Even if Giannis is playing, I'm taking the Toronto Raptors +6.5 as my lock of the day. And then for my over-under, I'm going to go to Phoenix Suns and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Two high-scoring teams, two teams that don't play a ton of defense, two teams that like three-pointers. I'm going the over of 225 on the Phoenix Suns and Oklahoma City Thunder. As far as my 3-team parlay, I'm gonna go with the team that I love. Take Raptors +6. The White Sox 1.5. I think they win big, 3 or 4 runs. And I'm gonna go with the Miami Heat. Miami Heat -3.5. So Raptors +6, White Sox -1.5, -3.5 for my 3-team parlay. Around with that. All right, so now we're going to move on. Jose and I haven't even discussed this yet, but we're going to move on to our specialty. What we like to do, especially in the NBA, is a 3 to 5 team teaser. And this is going to be something that we do together every day and we agree on. We've done this before. We even started this video chat stuff. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go over 3 to 5 team parlay that we like for the day in the NBA. So who do we like today, Jose?
Yeah, as you said, Luke, this is something that I really enjoy is doing a teaser. It's kind of a, it gives you a little bit of a safe net. I mean, the money as far as what you win drops a little, but it's real fun, keeps you engaged. A level 1 teaser, just to let y'all know, a level 1 teaser is -6 points. I don't want to say it's universal because I'm not too sure about that, but most casinos it's -6. A level 2 is -6.5.
6
and
points, right?
Yes. And a level 3 is 7 points.
Is -7.
So, yeah. So either way you bet, a teaser is 6 to 7 points pretty much everywhere. I want to say it is, but I'm not too sure, so I'm not going to say that. With that being said, yes, our 5-team teasers. I love teasers. I won my decent amount on teasers. Luke knows. So we're going to go in the NBA, and there's only 5 games, I believe. Yes, that's right. All right, let's start off with Oklahoma City.
And just so you guys know, we normally like to go third level teaser. So we normally do the third level teaser.
That's correct. We usually take the level 3, which would be -7. And you just add that on the top. Does it work? So level 3 teaser, if the team's favored by 6 or an underdog by 6, just add 7 points either way. So for example, I'll start off here with our 5-team teaser. The Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Phoenix Suns. As you all know, I took Oklahoma City previously on a couple of on the dog of the day. So Oklahoma City +7. So obviously, if I think they're going to win the dog of the day, I will definitely take Oklahoma City +7 on a teaser, either 6 or 7 points, however you look. That gives you about 12, 13 points. I think Oklahoma City can cover that easy and possibly win, or if not win that game. The Toronto Raptors. I know Luke's all over Toronto in this
I
game.
agree 100%.
Yes. I know Luke's all over Toronto in this game. They're both very good teams. Toronto +6. I have to take Toronto +6 on a teaser. So either way, you get 12 or 13 points. I mean, I don't see them losing by 12 or 13 points, possibly winning the game. I actually think the Bucks will win, but a close game. But I would take Toronto +6 on a teaser. I know we disagree on that one, but Toronto +6 on a teaser. The Dallas Mavericks, I believe they're playing the Utah Jazz. This is a real interesting game for me. Dallas is such a strange team.
If you're taking Toronto on a teaser, you get 12 or 13 points.
Correct, 12 or 13. I like that. The Dallas Mavericks against the Utah Jazz. These two teams drive me crazy. These two teams are up and down. These two teams play when they want to play. They both have good talent, but sometimes they don't show up. This game is a toss-up to me. So I have no choice but to go with the Dallas +7.5 and take them on a teaser, which would make it about 13, 14 points. Take Dallas +7.5 on the teaser there. The LA Lakers, I'm all over the LA Lakers.
Jose, do you think Dallas is going to cover? You think Dallas is going to cover the teaser even with Doncic and Finney Smith and all those guys? I do too, because like I said, I think Utah's going to pull them, but with all those guys out, we still think they're going to cover on a teaser, right?
Yes, I do. I think Dallas still covers on a teaser. There's too many ifs and buts in this game. Either way, really.
Especially if they're getting 13.5 points.
Yes, I agree. There's too many ifs and buts. I have to take Dallas on the teaser. +7.5 was at the teaser points on top of it. It's, I think, a pretty decent spread for a cover. So I'll take Dallas. Going to the LA Lakers. I'm all over the Lakers, as I mentioned earlier. Lakers -5. Give me the Lakers. Add in a teaser. They're an underdog by 1 or 2. I think they win this game outright. So give me the Lakers on that game. Now, the last game, the Indiana Pacers against the Miami Heat.
In that game, if you take the Lakers as a teaser, you get the Lakers +2.
Yes.
So you'll be getting the Lakers +1 or 2 points in that game, guys. Take the teaser. Yep. Which I agree is huge because they'll do win that game outright, I believe.
And then the Indiana Pacers +4.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're fine. The Indiana Pacers +4 against the Miami Heat. This is the game that scares me the most. I did take Indiana earlier, so I'm not going to shy away from that. They're the underdog. 4 points are given. Give me them on a teaser. The Indiana Pacers +4. Give them if you do a level 3, that's +7 more points. Man, that's +12. I think that's a really close game, under 10 either way. I think the Pacers win. Luke thinks the Heat win, but that can go either way. Give me Indiana. So overall, I got Oklahoma City.
I took the Miami Heat in that. I took the Miami Heat in that game, but if I am taking a teaser, guys, I took Miami in that game. But if I'm taking a teaser in this one, I am taking Indiana +11 because this game is nobody's going to win this game by more than 10 points. No one's going to win this game by more than 5 points, I don't think. So definitely take Indiana +11 on it.
I totally agree. I have to take Indiana. So those are my five games in the NBA. Give me Oklahoma City, the Toronto Raptors, Dallas Mavericks, LA Lakers, Indiana Pacers, all on a teaser.
And I agree with 100% on that. And Jose and I have done a lot of these teasers together, and we come up with games that we agree on. And normally we're on the same page, and we are for this one as well. I think these are give me teasers. The only one I might worry about and I might fade would be that Dallas game, just because both of them might be playing scrubs the second half. Dallas is obviously playing bench the whole game. So I might that one, but I still do like Dallas +13.5 there. But if you want to do a 4-team teaser, I think you're guaranteed with OKC, Toronto, the Lakers. Dallas is the only one that worries me, but I didn't cover that spread.
Hey, Luke, if I could say something real quick.
All right. With that being said, we're about any advice to give these guys. Go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I agree with you. If I was a betting man, we're doing a 5-team teaser, but if I was a betting man, I feel safe with 3. I agree with those 2 you just mentioned. the Dallas Mavericks and the Indiana Pacers kind of scare me. But I would go with the other three. I would take Oklahoma City, Dallas, and the LA Lakers if you feel comfortable just doing a 3-team teaser. I feel comfortable with those.
Right. So some advice for you guys, and I'm sure Jose can give you some advice too. But if you're going to play big money, you're better off doing straight bets, just betting on one single team. If you're going to do parlays, play small, $10 to $25. Parlays are hard to hit, so I wouldn't do more than a 3-team parlay most of the time. Usually do a 2-team parlay, and that gives you a better chance at winning. It's because, as you guys know, a parlay, you got every single team right. Otherwise, lose. So you're better off doing a 2 or 3-team parlay that you feel comfortable about. Don't get me wrong. I have done 7, 8, 9-team parlays because you put that in, you do $10 on that, and if you happen to hit all those teams, you can win $600, $700, $800, $900. But if you don't, yeah, there you go, cha-ching. But if you don't, you're just losing money. So if you're going to do a parlay, do 2 or 3 teams usually. And if you're going to bet big money, you want to bet $100, $200, you're better off just doing a straight bet on a team that you feel comfortable about, because then that's the only team you need to win on.
I totally agree.
And another thing I can say, if it's over 140 to 150 juice, stay away. It's not worth betting, say, $300 to win 100. So what 140, 150 juice means is the money line. You'll see a game at -140, -150. Some of them will be at -3 something. I'd stay away from those games. I wouldn't bet money line on anything over juice of -140 or 150. Do you agree with that, Jose? Those other games are just too risky. Betting a lot of money to win $300 to win 100 on a team with a lot of juice in that game.
I totally agree. I would not spend over 200 myself just to win $100. Like you said, if you got to lay 200
right,
just to win $100, completely not worth it. You have a better chance of laying $100 on an underdog to win 150 or 200. What I mean by that is an underdog might be plus 150, right? Which means you got to lay $100. So everything that you see on the board on the money line is based off $100. So if it says plus 150, that means you got to bet 100 to win 150. Plus 120, you got to bet $100 to win 120, and so forth. Everything is based on $100, just to let you guys know in the casino. Just base it by everything is on $100. So obviously, if you see something plus 150 or whatever, and you think they have a good chance of winning, for example, the Oklahoma City Thunder, I think they have a good shot of winning. Doesn't mean they're going to win, but if you lay a little more money, 100 based on whatever their underdog status is, you're going to win more money. I would definitely take that chance with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Even though Phoenix, I know, is 5-0 in the bubble. So that's just, yeah, I totally agree with you. Actually, Luke, I wanted to throw one more game in there, and this is just for kicks and giggles because I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. So I wanted to throw the Atlanta Braves baseball team in there. I may do this every once in a while. I did not pick them on anything. The Atlanta Braves against the Philadelphia Phillies. I actually, believe it or not, even though I'm a Braves fan, I would take the Phillies in this game, and I'm just basing it based on the matchups, what I saw. Nola is pitching for the Braves. I'm sorry, not Nola. Goodness, I forget who it is now. But anyway, the pitcher for the Braves, he's topsy-turvy. I would actually take the Philadelphia Phillies plus 1.5. Hate to say it, but I think they may win this game. Go ahead. Sorry, Luke. Had to throw it in there. My Braves.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm a Cubs fan, and I'd be doing a Cubs pick for you guys, but the Cubs are playing the Cardinals. As we know, Cardinals have the coronavirus, so been suspended. A good example of a straight bet would have been Friday. The Brooklyn Nets were huge underdogs against the Sacramento Kings. The Magnum was like plus 630. So if you laid $100 on Brooklyn to win straight up, we'll say how much money did you win? If you laid $100 on the Nets to win straight up, and they were at plus, they were at plus 6.
Sorry.
So you would have won $630, right?
Correct. And me and you, for the record, I couldn't get into the casino in time. Well, I did, but it wasn't up here in our local casino in the city of Albuquerque.
We were going to bet on that game.
We were going to bet the Nets because they're on fire right now. And we were going to take them on a teaser plus 20 on a teaser. And they won that game. You would have won some good money just straight up without the teaser, even on the teaser. So something like that is what we're talking about. you want to bet
Right.
bet on a game like that where you'll win an astronomical amount of money, a lot of money, I should say, good money. Of course, the more you bet, the more you win. So yes, that game, I wish we could have picked them, but yeah.
Right. Right now, the Brooklyn Nets are probably the second hottest team in the bubble next to Phoenix. If you see the Nets with a big money line plus 3, 4, 500, I would lay some money on them because they're playing pretty good. All right, guys, I think that's it. Jose, do you have anything else to add? Any more advice?
No, you guys just go out there and
We'll
be
see how we did
sensible.
with our picks.
Yeah, don't get addicted to gambling. It's fun. Play within your means. Have fun with it. And, we try to give you guys some advice here. What I will tell you from my end, and even Luke's, I've been on a pretty good roll recently myself, especially on the NBA teasers. So hopefully that spills over to you guys, and you guys will hopefully win some money. Nothing set in stone. Try to give you our best advice.
So just for the record, if we're to do a teaser today, which we probably will, we're going to do a 3-team sure in OKC, Toronto, and the Lakers, guys. That would be ours for the day for sure. OKC, Toronto, and the Lakers. Another thing, guys, don't mad us if we don't get all the picks right, because we're not going to get them all right. Vegas only gets 70% of them right. That's good. I'll be happy if I'm getting. This isn't an easy thing to do, so if you're just starting, don't go throw all kinds. Even if you've been doing it for a while, don't throw all kinds of money into it, and for sure, because this can put you in a hole. This can put you in debt. This can put stress on your life if you lose big amounts. It's not worth it. Do little bets and build up your bankroll. Don't go out there and throw huge bets, because then if you lose, you're gonna lose money. You're gonna be fighting with your wife and be grumpy all the time. You're going to think about doing stupid things in your life. Trust me, I've heard some terrible stories about people that lost lots of money and they went and did something stupid. Now they're not around. So don't get yourself in that situation. Make little cheap bets. If you feel good about something, don't bet more than $200. That's not going to keep it. You don't want to be in the hole like 12 grand or something, because that's when things start getting bad and you're stressed out about it. So that's the biggest piece of advice I can give. Anything else, Jose?
No, that's about it. That's about it, guys. Good luck to y'all.
All right, guys, cool. Thank you for joining us. Today we just did it. I have a card breaking page as well, which is Breaking Ball Card Frenzy. So if you want to find us on Facebook and join that, that'd be great. We just did it on our YouTube page for that today. Our Cha-Ching Sports Picks page isn't up and running until tomorrow. So from now on, we will try to be on around 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time every day. If we can't get on every day, we'll try to at least record something. But there may be days that we can't make it, but we're going to try to be on at 9 a.m. every day. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. Have a good day. Best of luck to you. Go out and bet that 3-team teaser. We're pretty confident about that. Don't throw a ton of money on it, though.
Good advice.
All right, Jose, you have a good day, buddy.
Peace, you guys.
See you later. I'll see you at work tonight.
Yep, see you tonight. Good luck, guys.
Cha-Ching Sports Picks. We're out.